are machines built to win races. And then there are machines built to break reality itself. The Koenigsegg Jesko. A hypercar that doesn't just chase 330 miles per hour. It hunts it like it's a birthright. This is not a car designed to compete. It was engineered to redefine what competition means. Born in a small factory in Sweden, built by a team of fewer than 400 people, yet capable of humbling automotive empires with billion-dollar budgets. This is the story of obsession, of a man who looked at physics and asked, "Why should I accept your limits?" This is the Koenigsegg Jesko, and this is engineering insanity turned into art. To understand the Jesko, you must first understand the man who created it. Christian von Koenigsegg, a Swedish entrepreneur who, at 5 years old, watched a Norwegian stop-motion film called Flåklypa Grand Prix. It featured a bicycle repairman who built a race car to compete against the world's best. That moment planted a seed, an obsession that would consume his life. By 22, Christian had made his decision. He would build the world's greatest supercar, not in Italy, not in Germany, in Sweden. In a region known for flat-pack furniture and measured pragmatism, the automotive world laughed. Ferrari, Lamborghini, McLaren, these were institutions. Who was this kid from Scandinavia? But Christian had something they didn't: freedom. No shareholders demanding quarterly profits, no corporate committees diluting vision, just pure, unfiltered engineering curiosity. And in 2019, at the Geneva Motor Show, he unveiled his masterpiece, named after his father, Jesko von Koenigsegg, a tribute, a legacy, and a declaration of war against the laws of physics. At the core of the Jesko lies something extraordinary: a 5.0-liter twin-turbocharged V8. But not just any V8. This is a flat-plane crankshaft engine, the same architecture Ferrari uses in its race cars. Why? Because it allows the engine to rev faster, to breathe deeper, to scream at 8,500 RPM with the fury of a Formula One car trapped in a street-legal body. On standard gasoline, 1,280 horsepower. On E85 biofuel, 1,600 horsepower. To put that in perspective, that's more power than a Bugatti Chiron, from an engine smaller than most American V8s. But power means nothing without control, which brings us to the Jesko's secret weapon. The Lightspeed transmission. 9 gears, 7 clutches, and a computer brain that can skip gears instantly. 3rd gear to 7th gear, done in 20 milliseconds. 9th gear back to 4th, seamless. Traditional transmissions are sequential. They march through gears like soldiers in a line. The LST, it teleports. Koenigsegg calls it ultimate power on demand. The driver calls it witchcraft. This isn't just innovation. This is Koenigsegg rewriting the rules of what a transmission can be. Hypercar design is a battle between two forces, downforce and drag. You want the car glued to the road, but you also want it to slice through air like a bullet. So Koenigsegg built 2 versions. The Jesko Attack, high downforce configuration, massive rear wing, 3,000 pounds of downforce at 170 miles per hour, built to annihilate racetracks. And the Jesko Absolut, the low-drag variant, the top speed hunter, aerodynamically optimized to chase 330+ miles per hour. But here's where it gets really interesting. Every surface on the Jesko is alive. Active front splitters, adjustable rear wing, underbody venturis channeling air like a vacuum. And beneath it all, the triplex suspension. A Koenigsegg innovation that uses 3 dampers per corner instead of 2. 1 handles slow body movements, 2 handle rapid cornering forces. The result? A car that feels like it's reading the driver's mind. The Jesko's monocoque chassis weighs just 143 pounds. That's lighter than most people. Every panel, hand-laid carbon fiber. Every surface, optimized for stiffness-to-weight ratio. This isn't mass production. This is automotive couture. Here's what makes Koenigsegg genius. Ferrari builds 10,000 cars a year. Lamborghini, 8,000. Bugatti, around 70. Koenigsegg, fewer than 20. This isn't a limitation, it's a strategy. By building so few cars, Koenigsegg maintains something priceless: engineering autonomy. No board of directors demanding compromises, no marketing teams watering down vision. Just Christian and his team asking, what if? And the results speak for themselves. The free-valve camless engine technology, the direct drive transmission concept, the light-speed transmission, technologies that automotive giants are still trying to replicate. This is the power of small-scale, high-intellect manufacturing. Fewer cars, bigger ideas. Let's talk about speed. Not the physics of it, the psychology. Why do we chase 300 miles per hour? Why does 330+ miles per hour matter? Because speed is conquest. It's humanity's refusal to accept limits. Christian von Koenigsegg once said, "We don't build fast cars to prove something to others. We build them to prove something to ourselves." The Jesko isn't transportation, it's a philosophical statement. It asks, what happens when engineering removes all barriers? When weight becomes irrelevant, when power becomes infinite, when aerodynamics approach perfection. You get a car theoretically capable of 330+ miles per hour. Now let's be clear, that number is theoretical, based on simulations, computer models, wind tunnel data. No tire exists yet that can survive that speed for long. No runway is quite long enough. No insurance company is quite brave enough. But that's not the point. The point is that Koenigsegg engineered the capability. They built a car that could do it. If the world catches up, the Jesko doesn't exist in a vacuum. The Bugatti Chiron Supersport, 304.7 miles per hour, verified. Proven, the establishment champion. The Hennessy Venom F5, 1,817 horsepower, American audacity. Claims of 311 miles per hour, still unproven. The Rimac Nevera, electric, 1,914 horsepower, the future, arriving early. And the SSC Tuatara, once claimed 316 miles per hour, then controversy. Then retested at 295 miles per hour, a cautionary tale about claims versus reality. But here's what separates the Jesko. It's not just about top speed, it's about how you get there. Koenigsegg didn't just bolt on more turbos and pray, they reimagined every system. Transmission, suspension, aerodynamics, materials science. This is why engineers respect the Jesko. It's not the fastest on paper, it's the smartest in execution. So what is the Koenigsegg Jesko? It's not just a hypercar, it's a thesis. A thesis on human ambition, on what happens when obsession meets discipline, when curiosity meets engineering, when one man refuses to accept that the impossible should stay impossible. Christian von Koenigsegg didn't have Ferrari's history. He didn't have Bugatti's Volkswagen money. He didn't have McLaren's Formula One pedigree. What he had was better, a small team of brilliant minds, freedom from corporate bureaucracy, and an unshakable belief that speed isn't just about velocity. Speed is about possibility. The Jesko may never officially hit 330 miles per hour. Tires may not survive, runways may not stretch far enough, physics may demand compromise. But that's not failure, because the Jesko already accomplished something greater. It proved that a small company in Sweden, with passion, precision, and uncompromising vision, can rewrite the rules of an industry dominated by giants. The Jesko is a mirror, held up to humanity's endless desire to conquer the unconquerable. And it whispers a truth we all need to hear. The impossible is only impossible until someone decides it isn't. If this deep dive into automotive obsession resonated with you, hit subscribe. There's more where this came from. Because the story of engineering greatness, it's never just about the machine, it's about the minds behind it.